Welcome to another one-on-one sports webcast. I'm Alex Rosenbaum, and I'm joined by Billy O'Riordan and Taylor Shane. We just passed the NBA trade deadline, and there was no shortage of action. All right, Billy, which team did you think helped themselves the most?
First of all, I thought the trade deadline, as every year, was absolutely awesome. It was the only thing to keep me from watching curling during this week. And I think there were some great trades. Beginning of the week was definitely the best one, though. The Mavericks got Caron Butler, Brendan Haywood, and Deshaun Stevenson, but no one really cares about him. Finally got their defense, got bigger at the two position. Brendan Haywood had 20 rebounds last night, second time in his career. The team has held all of their opponents since the All-Star break under 100 points. They're a force to be reckoned with. That was the best trade.
Yeah, they definitely got tougher. They definitely got better defense. Taylor, what was your best move?
Well, the Dallas move was a great trade, but for the best trade of the deadline, got to go Chicago dumping John Salmon to the Milwaukee Bucks. Chicago now has over $20 million in cap space for this summer. LeBron James, he said he wants to win championships. Chicago gives him the best opportunity to do that.
Can't see him moving in Michael Jordan's shadow in Chicago, though. Plus, in Cleveland, we're praying as much as possible that he's going to stay around.
Don't forget about the other big names: Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Amari. They could all go there. All right. Now, on the other hand, there were some bad trades. Which was the worst for you, Taylor?
The worst trade I saw was the Clippers trading Marcus Camby to the Trailblazers for pretty much two bench guys. Marcus Camby is their best defensive guy, and he didn't get any cap space from that or gain any money.
So, yeah, I don't see it. You?
You know what? This trade deadline was pretty special because none of this really mattered since everyone's just getting ready for 2010 summer, which is going to be, this is going to trump the baseball season, saying it here right now. And so all these moves, like the Clippers making terrible moves and the Bulls dropping people, Knicks dropping people, it doesn't really matter now. All that really matters is they're clearing space, they're getting ready for LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Joe Johnson, on and on. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, that's what it's all about right now, the money. All right, now, a lot of trades were rumored to happen, but which one do you think you would have liked to see most?
I wanted to see the Celtics try and move someone, particularly Ray Allen. One trade that was kind of being tossed around a lot was Ray Allen for Tracy McGrady, which I thought would have been an awesome deal for the Celtics. Paul Pierce is turning into the exact player that Ray Allen is. You saw him win the three-point contest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Ray Allen's specialty over there. So what you needed was to replace a Paul Pierce, and Tracy McGrady is that guy. He creates his own shot. He works with the ball really well. He would have been a great scorer for them when Rajon Rondo shuts down in the second half, which he does almost every game. But they didn't make the move. They got Nate Robinson, just a bench player. I mean,
It was
weak.
It was okay.
It was weak.
All right, Taylor?
The trade I wanted to see was a big-time blockbuster. The Lakers trade Shannon Brown and Andrew Bynum to the Raptors for Chris Bosh. Imagine Lakers with Chris Bosh in their lineup. They're unstoppable.
I've actually seen that in my nightmares once or twice, as a matter of fact. So it's a good thing that didn't go through.
All right, well, all the teams have really made their trades. All the shifting has stopped. So now we're going to go division by division. I want you guys to pick your winners. All right, Atlantic.
Boston.
I'm going with Toronto. I'm just severely disappointed in Boston so far this year, and I think Toronto can pull it out. They've got a good stretch going since the second half so far, and Boston's just on the decline.
I don't know if Toronto can make that. They're 12-18 against above 500 teams. I don't know if they're good enough against that level of competition. Boston, I think, has got their number. All right, Central.
Got to go with Cleveland.
Cavs, definitely.
All right, Pacific.
It's the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, Lakers, defending champs.
All right, in the Southwest.
Got to go with Dallas.
Definitely Dallas.
Okay, now there's two divisions that really have kind of become a muddle of good teams, the Southeast and the Northwest. Taylor, who do you see coming out of those two?
In the Southeast Division, it's got to be Orlando. They got a 2-game lead over the Hawks right now. I just can't see the Hawks overcoming them. Northwest Division, I think Utah, they're 1 game back. They've been playing great recently. They're a little bit banged up, but I think Utah's on a roll right now.
Okay.
Southeast, I'm going with Atlanta. If Orlando ever figures out that Dwight Howard is their center, which they may do sooner or later,
Hopefully.
Then I think Orlando can take the division. But he's averaging 8 touches a game. He's one of the best players in the league, and they don't give him the ball. So Atlanta's a more complete team, I think. They're really just got great chemistry right now. Just came off a huge win in Utah.
Yep.
So I think they can pull it off. And Northwest, what is it? Portland, OKC,
Denver.
Utah, and Denver are all within like 6 games of each
Yep.
other. It's really, I think it could be just what team stays healthy. Whoever has the easiest schedule can pull it out. I'm hoping for Oklahoma City. Love Kevin Durant, 28 straight games with 25 points or more. The man is a beast.
Yeah. Well, I got to put in my 2 cents. I think Atlanta's got a little trouble. I mean, they're 0-3 against Orlando this year, so, I mean, I like Orlando. Atlanta will be good in the playoffs. They're clearly a good team. I like Denver. They're 24-10 against teams above 500. They're clearly there to win. All right,
Great
finally, what it all comes down to NBA Finals. Billy, who's there? Who wins?
Out of the West, I'm going to say that Dallas can actually take it. I think that they are finally built to take down LA. Mark Cuban goes to bed every night praying to win an NBA Finals, and I think this is the year that he can actually get there. He's not going to win it because he has to run into LeBron James in the final, and we all know no one can beat LeBron James. So I take the Cavs in 5, but I think Dallas is getting there.
Okay, Taylor?
I kind of disagree with that. I don't think Brendan Haywood's enough for the Mavericks to beat the Lakers this year. In the East, it's Cavaliers versus Lakers. Cavs win finals.
I don't know. I don't think the Cavs really found an answer for Dwight Howard down there. He's still one of the best defensive players in the league, reigning Defensive Player of the Year. And then in the West, don't forget, Denver. They've got one of the best against 500 records. I think they'll come out. I think it's their year. All right. Well, that concludes our discussion about the NBA. Make sure to check out our other webcasts, including a discussion about the Olympics and a great sports movie debate. For Billy O'Riordan and Taylor Shane, I'm Alex Rosenbaum. And whose side are you on?
Curling.